Hello! We're going to do some foundation. Most women have a problem with their foundation being cakey or streaky, just not looking as flawless as they would like. I know I struggled with that for a long time. So here's you a solution. This is a liquid to powder foundation. So it goes on as a liquid, but then it dries to a powder. It has medium to full coverage, and it's really easy to color match. I use two different shades because I am a weird color. This is the second lightest shade, and then this is the very lightest shade, and I can get away with wearing one or the other just depending on how well I blend, but I get a better color and better coverage if I use both. So we have this liquid foundation brush. It has a little well in the middle. I don't use the well, but you just put a few drops on this brush. You can use a powder puff brush. You can use any kind of fluffy brush. So I just put a bunch of little dots. Some people do big drops. I do a bunch of little drops all the way around, and then you're just going to kind of pat it on all around. I want to kind of get in that I dropped on my face. A lot of times I just do the drops on my face. You do it how you want it. So I'm just going to kind of pat this around, kind of stipple it for a minute. Just kind of get the dots everywhere. I'm going to look like a crazy person. Once you get them in place, you're just going to start to buff. Very lightly, not hard. You're just going to kind of move the product around on your face to kind of blend it in and get it all over, because you want it to be all over. And you're not really worried about blending it a lot. You just want to kind of smear it right now so that it's all over your face. You just want to kind of get it everywhere. I put it on my eyelids. You don't have to do that. So you just keep smearing, keep buffing. Blend it down your neck. You always want to blend down your neck because nobody wants to look like they're wearing a mask. And I know you've all seen them because you've done them, and so have I. I think it's a rite of passage with makeup to look like you're wearing a mask. So you want to blend towards your hairline, onto your ears, behind your ears, on your neck, down your neck. Pretty much when you smear it out on your face, it pretty much melts into your skin and ends up with a powder foundation. And you always want to blend downward because we all have hairy faces, and if you don't blend downward with downward motion, you're just making all those hairs go poof. Who wants that? I sure don't, especially since I'm working with a beard almost. Okay, so you just keep blending. I blend until I feel like it looks good. If you have any places that need a little extra love, I just poked myself in the eyeball with this brush. That's no good. You just kind of keep blending. My eyelids tend to crease, so I blend those extra and give a little extra pressure to kind of blend it out. Okay, so it has pretty good coverage. I'm still going to need something underneath my eyes. That's in a different video. So there's the liquid foundation. There's also a cream foundation and a powder foundation. There's also a BB cream that has light coverage, but you can mix that with the liquid foundation or with concealer to give it a little more color and a little more coverage. So that's also an option. If you have dry skin, the BB cream is really good. The liquid is good for combination skin. The powder foundation, which I love, I just can't wear it because I'm too dry, is not for dry skin. It would be for more like oily skin, would benefit from that one. And then there's also a cream foundation that's good for dry skin. I don't like the cream foundation, I like the liquid, so that's the one I use. So we have a range of different foundations, and they all dry very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It's buildable. If you use too much, it'll be streaky, but that's just because it's too much. You don't need a lot. So